Or transferred from baht into pounds. There's about a £500 difference between third and fourth, so there is some financial gain from this. In about £1,600 finishing third, £1,100 finishing bottom of the group. So there is something at stake. As with this long pot, a terrific pot. Pot's a great ball. You know, you wonder if playing on the main tour, men's tour, has actually helped or hindered certain players. Of course, it's a forward step for the game. Let's see a bad miss there. And my point being that, you know, some wins along the way for players, but, you know, there's a lot of defeats in there against really seasoned main tour players, which either is going to improve you as a... Certainly in the recent Women's World Championships, there was no success for the 4 women players already on the tour. So make what you will of that. It's just an observation. I don't know if I'm right about it.
Yes, Mink lost to the eventual champion Baipat of Thailand in the semi-finals. 14 losses for Mink this season. Along with that victory, she also scored a draw in the Championship League, but modest success so far in her debut season. And it's been a pretty modest UK champion. At his best, one of the best, but consistency has certainly been lacking since that Tour Championship win 3 years ago.
Well, he certainly punched that in, didn't he, at pace? I mean, he looks as good as ever, but his results would tell you that he's not the player he was, as you point out. You know, there's no arguing with that. You know, his ranking is struggling. I still feel that at some point he'll come good, as we saw when he reached the UK final, and we spoke about it yesterday. I was in here with Dave, and of course they played against each other in the final, pre-pandemic, 2019 UK. So something like that is sure possible. Ding went quiet, and he got to the final of the UK this season. So, you know, if you're good enough and you put the hours in, surely at some point Maguire's going to come back.
And the frustration for Mink is that she's had 2 good opportunities already in the first 2 frames. Missed the red in the opener, and then the black having knocked in a good long red to get in, with the balls invitingly spread in this second frame. And it looks like being very expensive. 26 the difference, so just this blue to make it 2-0.
I mean, I don't know what the answer to this is, but because 6-red snooker, we don't have the records quite. But I'd love to know what the shortest frame is in 6-red snooker, completed frame, and the longest. I don't know if there's been a 45-minute frame ever, but so I'm asking the question, whereas normally we're there to provide the answers. But when it comes to 6-red snooker, I don't know, but I would like to know if anyone has got that information to hand.
There was certainly a very brief match this morning. Hossein Vafai has been playing tremendously well already this week. 3 wins out of 3. Knocking out Ken Doherty 5-1 in under 45 minutes. But Stephen Maguire making the most of Mink's mistakes so far. Mink in first in both frames, but Maguire